I started doing my own nails 8 months ago, so here's me trying out these short nail French tips that I got off of TikTok shop, and here I'm prepping my nails. I'm not the best at prepping, but I think I've gotten it down pretty good with shape wise and making sure that everything's smooth. And I think this time around my cuticles came out pretty nice. So I've had these nails on for about a week, and I will say the nail techs that were using this were using powder acrylic and I use gel, so they definitely don't last. But it was a fun little experiment, and if I were to use these again, I'd definitely just get the powder acrylic just so they could last a month. These took about an hour. I usually take about 4 to 5 hours with my normal routine with gel. So if you're in like a time crunch, this would be good. They look good in person. They don't look like they're like not seamless. It's just the longevity that doesn't last, and I think that's why they use the powder acrylic. But like I said, I'm not a nail tech. It's just my experience so far in doing my own nails. And also I learned off of TikTok, so I technically went to TikTok University to learn how to do my own nails. But I don't know, yeah, I think I'm a jack of all trades. I know how to do hair, nails, makeup, lashes. Like, I think I'm just made for the beauty world. So maybe cosmetology is my calling. I don't know. But yeah, this was so simple. I think the longest thing that took me was just prepping my bare nails, and once it came down to actually curing these little tips on, that was a breeze. But if you're interested in these tips, I did get them off the TikTok shop. I'm not sponsored or anything. I wish I was, but yeah, I get most of my nail stuff on TikTok shop. But yeah, here I am just shaping down the nail, and then this is the color I use. I couldn't get it to focus on it, but it was like a pretty neutral pink. But like I said, these look so natural in person, but I just wish I could figure out how to make them last with gel. But make sure to always cure your sets for 120 seconds. And make sure that y'all are cleaning the gel off the edges, because you don't want that on your skin, especially when it's getting cured. But this is what they turned out like. I actually love them. Would I do it again? Maybe if I'm on a time crunch, but they turned out super cute.